Greetings, Mayor Jeff Schielke speaking to you on Friday, February 4th, 2022. And I guess I'm going to begin this week's conversation about the holiday season, which we've just now concluded. It's the last of the Christmas decorations are starting to disappear from the yards of Batavia. And needless to say, all the city's decorations in the downtown have been taken down. The only thing we got still up is a Peace on Earth sign on the bike bridge that goes across the river here by City Hall. But we keep that up for a longer period of time because it kind of sends a nice sentiment. As far as I'm concerned, we could leave it up year round, but I know that some others like to take it down and not have it be weathered all year long. So anyway, it's a nice tradition and it's a nice memory, and I see a lot of people standing on the bridge with that in their background having their picture taken, so it's good to see things like that. The Christmas decorations this year, I think, were very well done. We had a lot of compliments. A lot of people came to downtown Batavia to see them. And so I'm very pleased with everything that was done around the Riverwalk. It certainly makes the Riverwalk shine, and it brings out a lot of participation by various groups of people in town. And this year, as in more recent years, we've had another little added bonus to Batavia's Christmas decorations, with the celebration that's put on by the folks down at Mooseheart. And Mooseheart really has put together a fabulous display using their campus. You come in the front gate there on Batavia Avenue, and you don't get out of the car, and you just drive around, and they have all these different Christmas displays and lights and tunnels that you drive through and everything else. And I know this has become a much looked forward to family tradition by a number of families. I know of grandmothers that take their grandson, grandfathers and grandmothers that take all their grandchildren, or whole families that go. And at the end, I know I heard a story about one grandson that once he got done, he was in the back seat, and they asked for a donation, and as you complete, and so the grandson wanted to give the donation. And so there's a lot of different people that really have some really cute and memorable stories about Christmas decorations at Mooseheart. So that's another Batavia Christmas decoration feature that we are very proud of. Batavia, I think, as a community, really does a lot over the year to kind of make things family orientated, and that's one of the true strengths of Batavia, and something that we as a community really take great pride in. One of the things I also wanted to share about this week's call is we've got quite a bit of work planned for Batavia this coming summer season, but you're not going to see a lot of it in real quick evidence. The two areas we're going to spend some money in is in the water utility and in the electric utility. And the water utility, we're going to be out at the city's water treatment facility, which is out on Fabian Parkway at Wenmouth, just west of Wenmouth Road. And that's where we do a lot of the bringing the water out of the ground and cleaning it up, and then shipping it over to the water tank there behind the West Side Fire Station across from Batavia High School, and then fill that tank, and then fill the other tanks in the system largely off of that one. And so we're pumping water there basically all day long. But that's a great asset, and we're going to be doing some work out at the actual water removal and treatment plant out on Wenmouth and Fabian, so we'll be spending a little money in expansion out there, but most people probably won't even see it. The other place where we're going to spend some money is in our electric utility. We're going to spend about $3 million there. We're going to upgrade and change over some older transformers that we have in the system because we want to keep up electrical reliability. And needless to say, we have a number of people that are dependent, people in the health world, or people who need to make sure their power's on in their house because of medical equipment. We have a lot of reasons why we want to make sure you have a highly reliable electric utility, and as you know, we have availability to call out electricians 24 hours a day, so if there's a problem, we can jump right on it. We've got a computer overlay over the entire system that allows us to know very quickly if something's fallen off or gotten hit or broke or whatever. So I'm very proud of the electric utility, but we are going to make a major investment in that this year. And another thing that we're getting ready to do, but I don't think it's going to happen this year, we got a federal grant to put up a traffic signal at Wilson Street and Prairie. And that will be coming probably in late 2023 or 24. And we're going to put up a four-way traffic signal on that intersection, and then on the two legs of the intersection where the railroad crossing goes over, that's on the east leg of Wilson, and on the south leg of Prairie, we're going to be putting up crossing gates, because the federal rules want to have crossing gates now at any street where you have the traffic volumes that we are starting to experience over at Wilson and Prairie. So that will be coming, but it won't happen this year, but probably the year after. So we've got a lot of stuff in the works here for making Batavia's infrastructure good. And I just am very, very proud of us as a community and as a city. We've got a great basketball team this year playing out at Batavia High School, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they go. We continue to have a great football team. We just had the team down to the city council meeting and presented them all with a proclamation by the city council commending their team this year and their season. And so we've got a lot to boast about and be proud of, and I'm very proud of all the people in Batavia who have stepped forward and continuously want to make the town a better place, whether you're running for office or you're joining a committee or you're joining a club. We just have a lot of nice things happening in this town. And that's why I think we find that we have a whole bunch of people wanting to move in here. And that being said, one of the things that I'm recommending to the city council, there was some questions about the 2020 census that was done this year. There was, I think, some issues that occurred that had nothing to do with Batavia, but we don't know if we got the exact count. We're told that we only grew 74 people between 2010 and 2020. I can't buy that, so I'm recommending to the city council that we do a special census, but we're being told by the Census Bureau that it probably won't be till the last quarter of 2023 or into 2024 before they'll be in a position to do that for us, and the city will pay for it. But by then, we'll be able to add up all the people we got out, and Wind Energy and Kirk out there at the Batavia Commons, and the 242 townhouses that are being built there, and we got the new 55 units out in Tanglewood Unit 3 or 5 that would be counted. And then we may have some stuff going out on McKee Street, just west of Wilcott Lane there. We've got the Pulte Homes supposedly going to build 163 single-family houses out there. And the big thing that seems to be in the real estate market in Batavia these days is grandparents who are living someplace else that want to move to Batavia to be nearer to their grandchildren. So that's a real driver in the real estate market at the moment. Comes up almost every day. Somebody's calling and asking questions about where they can find a house in Batavia because they want to move here to be near to their families. So that's a nice problem to have, and it's not a problem, but again, an attribute. And so Batavia's got a lot of nice things happening, and in a world that seems to have a lot of trouble flying around, I guess I can say today that I'm very proud to be a Batavian and to see the care that we take for each other, as was evidenced with the Christmas toy distribution program this year, which I think served nearly 700 kids, and we had an unnumbered amount of generosity that was shown by people who either went out to Sam's Club where it was being staged and wrote a check, or sent a check, or dropped one off at my office. So that was all donated. We didn't put any tax dollars into any of that, and so it just shows the heart of Batavia and the kindness and generosity that exists in our town. So as the mayor, I'm very proud of it, and you turn on the TV and you watch all the hoopla and debate and disagreement and going on at the state and national level, and I'm just proud that we live in a town where, yeah, we have some discussions and disagreements on occasion, but we don't go off crazy here and do nuts things like some of these other folks seem to want to do. So at the state and national level, I'm very, very interested to see what happens, but I'm still glad I live in Batavia, Illinois, and I hope you feel the same way. So with that said, I will end this one and look forward to talking to you next week.